run through a few different poses that are really good for lower back pain. The first one we're going to do, it's called the sacral rock series. And if you experience any tightness through the lower back, or specifically sacroiliac pain through your SI joints, this is really good for it. A lot of times if we have pain in our SI, the reason is because we have some kind of torsion in our hips, or maybe our hips are rotated or lifted to one side. So as we move through these exercises, I want you to be really mindful and notice if there's more tenderness in one side or the other. Also notice if one side of the SI, so you have two SI joints. As you're lying on your back, notice if you can feel one of the SI joints into the mat more than the other. So is there a prominent feeling back there? So we'll start on our backs. And if you need to, maybe grab like a little towel to gently, I'll grab one, to gently place underneath your neck. You can just roll it for a little bit of head support. You'll notice I'm not using a yoga mat because with these exercises, we're actually massaging the lower back. And we have a ton of acupuncture points in our lower back, which sends signals to your brain to allow the paraspinal muscles, which are the parallel muscles deep within your back, to relax. So the harder the surface, the better. So we'll start here. We'll bring our legs together, our heels come in. Let me move back so you can see me. So we'll bring our heels in close to our hips, and arms just rest by your side. You're gently gonna drop your knees side to side, about 6 to 8 inches, keeping the soles of the feet together. You may have to start really slow here. And as you do this, just allow your breathing to be calm and soft. Allow the rest of your body to be at ease. Notice if there's any tension you're holding through your jaw, through your tongue. Just side to side, massage in the lower back. And again, noticing, do you feel any tenderness? Do you feel one SI joint into the mat more than the other? Doing this for about 30 seconds. As you're finished, come back to center. We'll move on to sacral rock 2. So it's the same motion, but we'll start with the right leg. You're going to cross it right over. So you want to make sure, a lot of times when people cross, they'll just take their ankle to their knee. You want to really cross it. Get a nice deep cross. Same thing, 6 to 8 inches on either side. Move at your own pace. I like to begin to integrate my breath with my movement. So I inhale as I come to center, and I exhale as I drop. Again, about 30 seconds each side. And I'm just going to release. And I'm going to switch sides. Left knee crosses nice and tight. And then 6 to 8 inches on either side. Inhale as you lift through center. Exhale as you come down. And one more each side. Good. Now we're going to do supine cobbler's pose. So what we're going to do is we're going to bring the soles of our feet together. If this is too much for your hips, you can always take some pillows and bring them underneath the legs to kind of help support. So what we're going to do is imagine your sacrum, so it's like here, down through your pelvis. You're tracing a circle around the edges, so it's very slow. And as you do this, try not to do most of the motion with the legs. It's just the pelvis moving. So gently, just going around really slow. We'll do 2 to the right. And then when you're ready, stop and do 2 to the left. Nice and slow. and release. You may need to do that a few times. You can do 2 to 4 sets of that. Okay, from now we're going to do one more pose in the sacral rock series. Now, it's going to be different for everyone. So if you did feel like more tenderness or more prominence into the floor in one SI, you're just going to do that side. If you don't, you'll do both sides. So this next exercise is designed to realign the pelvis. So like if the pelvis is kind of rotated, we can kind of do this exercise to try to get it back in place. And it may not work, it may work, or you may have to do these exercises daily for a few months. But I'll lead you through how to do it. So whichever leg is giving you the problem, and like I said, you might not have a side, so in that case we'll do both. So I'm going to start on the right side. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to lengthen through the left. I'm going to grab underneath the right thigh. So if you have pain in the right side, you will do only the right side. I'm going to pick the left leg up a few inches. I'm going to lengthen through my heel, put it down, hug my knee into my chest even more, pick my leg up, take it over to the side, drop it down, and then gently roll to the left, gently roll to the right. Come back to center, release the leg back down, release the right leg down, repeat again. Hug underneath the right thigh, lift the left leg 3 inches, lengthen, place it down, hug the knee into your chest even more, pick the leg up, take it over to the side, roll over. Make sure you put your left heel down, and release and relax. If there's a certain side that's bothering you, I want you to do that 4 different times. If not, do it twice and then move on. So left leg, you'll grab underneath the left thigh, lift the right leg up, lengthen through your heel, place it down, hug your knee into your chest, lift your leg again, open up, place it down, roll over the right, roll over the left, come back to center, release. One more time, knee to chest. Lift the right leg up, extend, place it down, hug the knee in even more, pick it up, bring it up to the right, and roll over. Good. And release. Then you can kind of check in with yourself. You can bring your feet back to number 1, starting position, sacral rock 1, and kind of just notice. You might not notice anything, you might notice a whole lot of relief, or you might notice it's easier to do this. So you can do the sacral rock series as much as you'd like. I'd say at least 1 to 2 times. Sometimes I'll do sacral rock 1, side to side, sacral rock 2. Then I'll go back to sacral rock 1, and then maybe I'll do cobbler's pose, and then knee to chest. So there's really no wrong way to do it. So that's that. The next thing we're gonna work on is, and you can roll your yoga mat out now. That's the only exercise that you want a hard surface for. So we're gonna do some tilts with our tailbone. So it's kind of hard to see, but you can see that there's kind of like a space between my back. So what we're gonna do is, I'm gonna just do a simple tuck. So the flat of your back is pressing down, and then neutral. Tuck and neutral. As you do this, think about engaging the core, belly button to spine. And I'm just keeping my arms up here so you can see. And I'm actually kind of doing them a little fast, so slow it down. Inhale, release. Exhale, slowly round and press. Inhale. Exhale. Let's do 10 of these. As you do this, you still want to create feedback through your feet, so press your heels down into the mat and think about engaging through your thighs. Good. Now we're kind of going to put the movement together. So you're going to find that tuck, so lower back down, press through your heels, arms by your side, lift up. Pause here. Imagine like you have a block or a ball, or maybe you do, put it in your legs and hug it together. Pause here for about 10 breaths. If 10 breaths is too long, try 10 seconds. If 10 seconds is still too long, work wherever you're at. Very slowly as you come down, think about dropping vertebrae by vertebrae. Release, come to your natural pelvis. I want you to do that about 10 times if you can. Make sure you're engaging your core. So I'll show you real quick. This would be wrong. See how I'm just really dumping in. I'm not engaging my core at all. This is right. See the difference? Good. Release. So like I said, tuck the tailbone under, flat back down. Press through your heels, engage your core, squeeze your inner thighs together, and then come down. So do that about 10 times. So the next thing we're gonna do is piriformis stretch. So you'll get a blanket, and you want your hips to be about 6 to 8 inches, and you're gonna sit on the edge because you kind of want yourself to kind of spill off of it. We're gonna do a piriformis stretch. So you're gonna bring the left heel in towards your tush, and then you're gonna take the right foot outside of the left foot, sit up nice and tall, and then gently hug the knee in. Relax the shoulders. We'll stay here for about 10 to 20 seconds. And you can always adjust the height of the blanket. Nice soft belly breathing here. And then we'll release. And we'll switch. Bring the right heel in towards the hips, cross the ankles, sit up nice and tall, hug the knee in, shoulders relax. Find a gentle breath as you focus on the muscles being stretched. Allow yourself to get that mind-body connection. Good, gently release. I'm going to go over just a few more. This was not covered in class, but it's a really nice supplement. I'm just unfolding this blanket because I don't have my yoga mat out, so I'm just using it to pad my knees. This is called gate pose. So you're going to have the one knee bent and the other leg is going to come out. And you want to try to get the whole foot down on the mat. It may not happen, but try to have the foot flat. And I'll show you from this angle as well. Like this. So what you're going to do is first we'll start here and we'll come down. This might be good enough for you, or maybe you can come down to your forearms. You'll relax your head and just stretch here. Think about sinking your weight back, so pressing back towards your hips. Take a few breaths here. And you can stay longer. I'm just kind of running you through the moves. I maybe stay here 5 to 10 breaths. Then you're slowly going to come back up to your palms. Engage your core. You always want to be mindful of your core. Slowly bring your hands to your hips. Take a deep breath in, arms in a T, and then exhale. Slowly start to drop the left fingertips down. Reach the right fingertips up. Take another deep breath in, really reach, and then exhale, start to open. Draw your gaze to the right fingertips. So here we're really working on lengthening the side body. Okay, we'll take one more breath in. Exhale, engage your core, slowly pull yourself up. Take another breath in. Exhale, start to slide the right fingertips down. Again, being really mindful of the core. It's so easy to press the belly out. Keep the rib cage knit together, like you're trying to get the 2 points of the rib cage to kiss. And then draw your gaze up to your left fingertips. Good, and gently release. And then we'll just switch sides. So the left leg will come out here. Starting on your palms, maybe you stay here, maybe you come all the way down, pressing your hips back. Breathe here for as long as you need. Slowly begin to come up. Again, engage your core. Maybe bring the hands to the hips to help yourself all the way up. Bring your arms into a T. Take a deep breath in. Exhale, release the right arm down, left arm up. Take another breath in, reach and lengthen, and then exhale, extend. Look up at your fingertips here. Let's take one more breath in. Engage your core, exhale, come back up. Breath in, breath out, slide left fingertips down, right fingertips over your head as you look up at your fingers. Good, and gently release. All right, one last pose. We're gonna take child's pose. So child's pose, you're gonna take your big toes together, your knees wide, and you're gonna try to let your hips sink back to your heels. Some of us might be a little up like this, but that's okay. What helps sometimes if you have like a pillow or something you can kind of put in between your legs if you are raised like this. And then you're just gonna relax. So this is a really nice one for the entire spine. Sometimes I'll do this pose to start my practice. It's common to always start in this pose in a yoga class, but this is a really good place to start a home base. Stay in here for as long as you'd like. So we're going to go over the one type of relaxation breath. So this breath is a ratio breath, and how it's going to work is we're going to inhale through the nose for a count of 4. We're going to pause in between the inhale and the exhale and hold it for a count of 7. And then we're going to exhale through our lips, or through our mouth I should say, for 8. So as we do this entire exercise, you're going to start with your tongue on the tip of the mouth, right between like the soft tissue and where your teeth start. And like I said, you're gonna breathe in through your nose, pause, and then when you breathe out through your mouth, you're just gonna go. So it might help if you kind of purse your lips together. So since I'm gonna be breathing, I can't count, but I'll do it with my hands, okay? So sitting up nice and tall, take the tongue to the top of your mouth. We'll start with the inhale. So let's take a regular inhale, regular exhale. Take your tongue to the top of your mouth. Inhale through your nose for 4. Pause for 7. Exhale through your mouth for 8. Again, inhale for 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Pause for 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Exhale through your mouth for 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Inhale through your nose for 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Hold for 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Exhale through your mouth for 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. One more time. Inhale through your nose. 4, 3, 2, 1. Pause for 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Exhale through your mouth. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Return back to a normal breathing pattern. The breath shouldn't feel forced at all, and it might when you just start it. If you've never had much experience with this breath, it might feel a little forced. So you can modify it to how you need to modify it. It is important, however, to do it properly to get the 4-7-8 ratio. But if you need to start with like 4-6-7 or 4-5-6, that's fine. But ultimately, trying to work your way up to the 4-7-8. And the more you practice this breath, the easier it's going to be able to drop into your parasympathetic nervous system, which is the nervous system that we want to be in. So we have the sympathetic and parasympathetic. Parasympathetic, rest and digest, healing. Sympathetic, stressed, oh my God. How is someone gonna heal when they're like this all the time? They're not. So being mindful and, paying attention to your breath, paying attention to your thoughts, and not allowing rumination to happen, it's really important, and it's very important. So namaste. Thank you for everyone who came today. I had a really good time, and I really thank you guys for showing up and for learning from each other. So namaste.